Hey guys, what is going on? This is iAppleGeek. Apple has just released iOS 11.2 to the general public. It comes with a ton of new bug fixes and other features, but today I want to focus on the most notable feature, which is Apple Pay Cash. It's a new way of sending money using Apple's very own iMessage. So in this video, I want to show you guys how to set it up and how to use this feature. At this moment, it only supports devices in the United States, and I'm sure more support for other countries will come in the future. As a quick little side note, if you are on developer beta 6 of this iOS 11.2 update, you are on the final version. Developer beta 6 is the same thing as the public version. Alright guys, so I have just updated my iPhone 10 to iOS 11.2, the final version. As you guys can see right here, the final build number is 15C114 with no A in the back, which means that this is the final version. Alright, so once you're updated to iOS 11.2, you can begin using this feature. So what you want to do is go into Settings, scroll down a little bit to Wallet and Apple Pay. In here, you should be able to see your bank card that you have added and a toggle for Apple Pay Cash. And go ahead and turn this on. It's going to ask you to log into your Apple ID, which I just did. And as you guys can see, we've just pulled up this setup screen. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit continue. It's going to load and start setting up Apple Pay Cash. And at this point, you'll be able to receive money from other people, but you will not be able to send it until you set up a debit card on your account. That way you can transfer money to the Apple Pay Cash card. If you already have one set up, that's no problem. But if you don't, during the setup process, it will ask you to set up a card in this screen. And I believe it is a debit card only. I don't know this for sure because I don't have a credit card in Apple Pay right now. But you can go ahead and add a debit card right now or hit cancel and add it later. Which is great if you don't want to enter in your card information and if you still want to receive money from other people. Now I do have to tell you guys, the first time I did set this up, it did ask me for personal identification, which means driver's license, state ID, basically a government issued ID card. Things like a green card or even a driving permit, they should work with this. And once you verify your identity one time on one device, it will sync to your other devices, so you don't have to do the ID verification over and over. Alright, so in order to send money using this feature, you will need to add money to your Apple Pay Cash card. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my card inside my wallet. It's got this great little design that changes colors when you tilt your device. And as you guys can see here, my balance is 0, and in order to add money, just go ahead and hit the little I, hit add money, and it'll pull up this little keypad. The minimum amount you can put in is $10 US, which you can use to send to people in iMessage, or you can use it in stores at any Apple Pay supported register. So go ahead and verify this transaction with Face ID, Touch ID, or your device passcode, and it will go ahead and transfer that amount to the Apple Pay Cash card. And before you ask, yes, paying with my face is a little unsettling. So now my balance is $10. Okay, as a little side note, you cannot send money to yourself. Trust me, I found that out the hard way. Alright guys, so in order to send money with Apple Pay Cash, all you have to do is go into Messages, and when somebody else texts you something like, hey, you owe me a certain amount of money, it should pop up inside of iMessage. Hey, iAppleGeek, you owe me $1. You can either tap on the text itself or tap on the Apple Pay icon to bring up that amount inside of Apple Pay. And like I said, you can tap on the text and it'll do the exact same thing. Alright, so in order to send something, you can just add or subtract the amount like this, hit pay. It's going to ask you for an Apple Pay confirmation before you send it. It'll load up just like that. Go ahead and hit send. And by the way, huge shout out to Ryan Lankford for helping me out with this. I'll link his channel down below. But anyways, just like before, verify with your passcode, your finger, or your face. And I'm just going to do so, just like that. And that money will begin its transfer to the other person. And if you want to request money from Apple Pay, just hit request. And it's going to have a $1 request. Send that. You don't need an authentication because you're not sending money. You're only requesting it. And on the other end, the other person will get a request that looks something like this. You can select the Apple Pay application manually in the iMessage panel, or you can just hit the pay icon in the request. Alright, so if somebody sent you money using this method, you'll see a notification with the Apple Pay icon. Just go ahead and tap on that notification, it'll take you to messages, and you can go ahead and hit accept payment. And as you guys can see, the text box does turn black, sort of acting like a description of that payment. And by the way, you can configure this to automatically accept payments inside the settings panel. Alright, so somebody just transferred you some money using this method. How do you transfer it to your bank account? Just come in here to Wallet, go ahead and tap on Transfer to Bank, and it will prompt you for your bank account information. That way it knows where to transfer the goods. And once you have that entered in, it will go ahead and verify. Then you can select the amount you'd like to transfer to your account, hit that transfer button up top. It will ask you to authenticate once again, and boom, that money is back in your account. And one last thing, if people start spamming you with Apple Pay requests because 1, this feature is fun, and 2, they see you got that brand new iPhone 10 and they think you're rich, you can still delete these requests just like any other iMessage. So go ahead and tap and hold on the message, hit more at the bottom, and you can deny anyone trying to get rich quick. Alright guys, I hope this video helped you understand how to use this new feature. What are your thoughts? Be sure you let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.